Hey guys, it's Adam here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on my channel. So today we're doing something that I actually don't think I've done on this channel before, which is a starter home. So basically, I have this idea that in an ideal world, I would be able to do like my own save file and like build all the different houses, make all the different sims, and like create some really cool stories. Now, as I'm sure you guys know, my motivation and just my love for the game fluctuates over time, shall we say. So if I was to do this project, it would be a really big thing. I think on the gallery I called it like Willow Creek Redo or something, I don't know, but that's like the idea. But whether that actually happens, to be 100% honest, it probably won't happen fully for a while at least. But I want to like create some like cohesive houses that like fit together in the different neighborhoods. So we'll see what happens. So I'm doing a starter home, which I don't believe I've done on this channel before. So obviously, being a starter home, there's not much in it, but I do think in comparison to a lot of the EA starter homes, well, a lot of the EA starter homes pre like cottage living, I want to say, was when they really started like working with the creator, like simmers, to do the builds for worlds. Pre like that era when EA were making their own starter homes and they were god awful, I feel like this is a much of an improvement over those. So there's that. So technically speaking, there's 2 bedrooms, but there's only a bed in one of them because that's all we could afford. But it's, there's plenty of space for growth. There's an upstairs that, again, nothing in there, but you could add another bedroom, add an office, that sort of thing. And I think what we do manage to fit in budget-wise is actually quite good. So I'm quite pleased with it. So for the exterior, I wanted, my idea for this neighborhood anyway, is to go for something kind of New Englandy. Again, budget restrictions wise, it was a bit of a struggle, but as we get into other houses on the street that don't have a budget restriction, I feel like I can go like more all out and really play into that idea. But yeah, so it's like the exterior is very simple. It did not take long, as you can see. We're already doing the interiors, but it's very simple, like white siding. But yeah, I did some like fun stuff with the roof and stuff that, would hopefully be like an indication of what to expect from the rest of the street. So yeah, we're working on the kitchen area now. There's a number of counter spaces where your sims could prepare food, which is handy. And we didn't go maybe we did go for the dirt cheap appliances, never mind. I thought we went for the one step up from those. But anyways, I am quite happy with this kitchen. I like the sliding door out the back. Something about this gives me very much Sims 3 energy, and I don't know why. I don't know. I guess I just associate like lesser budget homes, or does that even make sense? I don't know. I guess I just associate smaller homes with The Sims 3 because I never really play with big homes in it when I do play, because I find build mode in The Sims 3 to be like, it's so much more intuitive in some ways than The Sims 4, but it's also so much more restrictive in others. So I feel like generally I struggle with bigger homes in The Sims 3. And just in terms of like, well, I never really had all the packs for it either, so I can't really say I struggled with like alternating items and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think I much prefer building in The Sims 4, which could be a controversial statement. I don't know. But yeah, we're working on the living room space at the moment. So I added this. It's like the fireplace surround that doesn't have a fireplace in it. I thought that was like, I don't know, pretty cool idea for like a decorative element. Maybe this is an older house that was bought by like a developer and then renovated, and they like took out the fireplace or something. I don't know. That's just an idea, I guess. So yeah, interior wise, I want to go for like blues, greens, and keeping it quite neutral. Also, I feel like being a starter home, it's almost a benefit because you can add your own stamp onto it. Let's say your sim is an artist, you can like hang up their different art or their different paintings on the walls and like add a bit of color that way. Or I don't know, it's quite easy to personalize, I think. And I'm not just saying that because I couldn't really afford like wild, expensive, colorful items. But yeah, this is like probably, but no, I was going to say it's probably my shortest video, but I used to do room builds, which I imagine would not have taken longer than 10 minutes. But anyway, yes, also for the exterior, I did rely a lot on debug and hidden objects, or like the live edit objects, because obviously they're free. So it allowed me to just add a little bit of character to the exterior that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to afford, which I'm very grateful for. I know in terms of like gameplay, those items aren't ideal because your sims don't acknowledge them, they just walk straight through them. But for a visual, as a builder, I took that that compromise, I guess, and yeah, I'm like relatively happy with how the house looks. I think it would be a fun idea to do like a version of this house where I like go all out budget wise, which I may do in the future. Haven't recorded that just yet, but it's definitely an option that I may do. But I would also love to see if you guys, download this house and use it for your sims, or even if you're just a builder and you want to renovate it. I'd love to see what you do with it, how you grow and develop it, and things like that. So yeah, here you can see me going into, I do like a few like regular catalog, quote unquote, landscaping items, and here you can see I'm using like the live edit stuff, and there's some really nice stuff in that catalog. I think for the most part they are quite good in terms of like shadows, and even working with seasons. I'm pretty sure they should like get the right effects. I haven't play tested, but I think they do, because if they're live edit objects, they'd be in the world around, so they'd probably have like a snowy version of them or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so I'm happy that I got to use those, because a lot of like the official catalog, if that's what we're calling it, landscaping, like it's fine, but there's just so much good stuff in the live edit category. So like if you don't know about that, you really should get to know, because some really nice stuff like this fence I just put up, it's like, again, your sims are going to walk through it, which is just comes part of the deal, but it just adds such a nice like character and just some interest to the exterior that you wouldn't get otherwise. Yeah, I used it a lot in the last build I did, the renovation of the renovated farmhouse, which was very confusing, I realized as I was like uploading it. But yeah, I also do like a little bit of a faux fenced in backyard here. I use again more live edit fences, but it just creates that look until your sims can actually afford a fence, which kind of depressing, but such is life. So yeah, there's like a little bit of a fenced in backyard, a little bit of like terrain paint, and an outdoor dining table, because there isn't an actual dining table on the interior. There's just like a breakfast bar, and then, but obviously your sims can eat in front of the TV and the sofa, or there is a desk that, but they actually can't eat at it because it's like a desktop as opposed to a laptop on it. But anyway, there's options for your sims to eat, so they won't starve, which is really all you can ask for, isn't it? So I'm going to leave you guys here. I'll leave you with a little bit of music and some screenshots. Thank you so much for watching. This build is available on my gallery at adamsimsYT. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.